In today's video, I'm going to bring you through a company, an e-commerce brand that is absolutely killing it and going viral. It's an amazing brand. They sell a cool product, and I'm going to bring you exactly through their creative strategy, the funnels that they're running. They have a very interesting funnel, and also their offers and overall their strategy and their approach that they use to make probably close to $40 to $50 million every single year. So before we get going, if you are a new viewer, my name is Brando from Brandlux Media. I've been fortunate enough, as I always say, to work with over 100 plus e-commerce brands in the last 6+ years. And so the least thing that I can do is start a YouTube channel where I share my learnings, my failures, and everything along the way. Now, just for your own context, so you know that I'm actually qualified to speak about these things, this is just one of our own clients that generated over $1.6 million in December. But keep in mind, this is not for me to show a case study or to say that this result was just because of us, also because we onboarded this client after in like January or February. So that's not the case, and that's not why I'm showing you this. I'm showing you this just so you understand the types of data that we have access to, the types of caliber of clients that we're working with, okay? And so once again, now that we got the proof out of the way, let's just get into the video and discuss about this brand. Here's the refresh, so you know this is real. Anyways, let's get into it. This is the company that I want to talk about. Try Cupids. It's actually cupids.com. Let me shrink myself over here. And I really like what they're doing when it comes to their marketing strategy. Now, I'm going to bring you exactly through what they're doing and why it's working and why it's really going viral. But before we do, the first thing that I always like to do is bring you through kind of like their entire structure of the company, where they're getting most of their revenue. So what I'm going to do here is show you kind of like their similar web. As you can see, they got 7.6 million not followers, but visitors, and just in the month of December, and it's going down to 1.7. Now it's 1 million. But we can confidently say that, the title said, I think $40 million a year. I think they're also doing 50 plus, to be honest, because, 7 million, if we just put like a 1.52% conversion rate with that, with like a $60, $70 AOV, it's a lot of revenue, right? And so they're doing quite well, as you can see, and they sell fragrances and perfumes, and they're also getting into other products, which I'll discuss, but that's what they sell. And so their demographic is actually both female and male. It's female seems to be a bit more, probably because they buy the product for the boyfriend, because this fragrance is like, it's a cool fragrance that is like, I'll show you the marketing, I'll explain it. It's easier for me to explain when I show the ads. Very, very interesting. Okay, cool. So let's actually get into the case study. So the first thing that I like to do is to funnel hack and understand their funnel. So I want to go into landing pages. As you can see, there's, first of all, let's take a look at how many active ads they have, just to take a look at their active ads. So it seems like they have around 586 ads. That's just alone on Facebook. A big amount of volume. They're probably spending 7 figures a month, at least $1 million, I would say, on ads. If not $1 million, maybe a bit less, but multiple 6 figures, if not 7 figures a month in spend. So, and they're profitable, of course, because they're not selling, in most cases, this is a consumable product, but it takes a while it's not every 30 days like a subscription, right? So they need to be profitable up front. And it seems like they're not funded, and it's just bootstrapped as well. So this being said, this is your funnel. Once we go to, I'm going to show you the ads in just a second. They're really, really interesting, but most of their ads go to 3 main directions. An advertorial. These are the advertorials, so they're not running a lot of ads on these advertorials, but they have like a Spanish page, an advertorial. I'll show you. They're also doing this page where they're scaling this beef hallow, honey balm thing, which is a skincare product that also has a good perfume to it, which is related. And then most of their traffic is going right over here. And this is an amazing landing page, very, very high perceived, as you can see here over here. Very nice graphics. Let me shrink the screen so you can see it better. Very, very nice graphics. One thing that I really like about this page is that you can basically answer some objections. You have a good understanding of what the product is and its value propositions within the top of the fold. So there's a nice, ignite her desire with 2 sprays of this magnetic pheromone fragrance. So pheromone fragrance is actually one of the things that they discuss on their website. If you go here on their main website, which is not like a landing page, just their own website, they actually have how pheromones work. This is like an education style, kind of like you can also transform this into an advertorial that literally explains how our bodies work and how they react to perfume, And one of the things that is really working well for them is the fact that they're selling essentially, they're doing like interviews. And I'm going to show you in just a second, once again, their ads, but they're doing interviews with girls, and they're literally doing a sample and a spray sample, and they're making the woman, the girl, smell it, and they're like, this is so amazing. So I'll show you some videos later, as I said before, but they're also on Amazon. Just for context, a lot of the revenue is also coming from Amazon. I did a calculation, I think around 5,000 to 10,000 orders a month, which is like 500,000 or plus per month, just coming purely from Amazon. So they're doing quite good over here. Now, let's dive into the rest of the funnel. So when they go, for example, from the advertorial, which is a 7 reasons why, reasons women can't resist a man wearing this exact cologne, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's basically an offer, whether it's this landing page or this traditional landing page, it goes to this, it's probably done on Funnelish or some sort of platform like that, where it's very, very high converting. You can see that this is like optimized for conversions. They have customer reviews, they have why choose us, they have like all the credit card information on one page, and then they have reviews, trusted by 5.540, reviews, all the reviews, blah, 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 blah. So this is very, very simple. I really like the way that they're structuring their offer, and I always speak about this. If you can just sell, let me share my screen over here. If you can just find a way, to increase your conversion rate and increase your average order value just in one spot, that's the offer. Okay, the offer is the mechanism that allows you to increase conversion rate and average order value at the same time, right? You can always have strategies to increase AOV, increase conversion rate, but the offer is the only thing that actually possibly can solve these two things at the same time, and it's the thing that makes the most difference. We've had some offers. This is actually a client where we went from 1.21% conversion rate to 2.45% conversion rate, just like that, just by tweaking and changing the offer. So you really need to understand that the idea that they are just promoting an offer, and just instead of just selling the product, that alone is an increased and leverage point for them. So this is basically a $60 entry price, which is the bare minimum, in my opinion, the bare minimum AOV that you need in the US, because they're scaling mostly in the US market, as you can see, to actually make the product the product profitable. You see 46% is actually coming from the US, so big majority. And then they're also doing some Australia and some European countries, but the majority of the traffic is literally coming from one country, the US. Okay, so be creative, and you can try buy one get one free. I think this is what they're doing over here. Yeah, so this is 50% off, then buy 2 get 1 free, buy 3 get 2 for free. And so the more they stack and the more they save, and their max package is basically $180. So I would imagine that most people get maybe a 60, and then like maybe 30% get something more, and so that boosts their AOV to maybe $80, $90, if not more. And they probably have more because they have order bumps, priority shipping over here, and they also have upsells and downsells for sure. I'm really convinced about this. I'm not going to buy the product right now in front of you, but I'm really convinced that they have that in place. Now let's take a look at the way that they're scaling their ad angles. As you can see, what I really like about what they're doing over here is that they're scaling with multiple different angles: increase attraction, spicing up romance, enhance romantic moments, instant attraction, once again, increased intimacy, total confidence boost, guaranteed attraction, right? Guaranteed results, amplifying masculinity. All of these are basically ad angles that you can go ahead and expand on. And so why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because this is one of the best ways, and I'm going to explain this chart in just a second. One of the best, absolute best ways to scale an e-commerce brand. You scale horizontally. So this is probably what you're doing if you're stuck at 7 figures. You have a winning product, and then within that winning product, this is your current workflow. So you maybe have like, you found an angle that scales, maybe you found a couple, angle 1, angle 2, and then you try to scale vertically with like as many ads as you can. And then when it comes to creative concepts, what is a creative concept? That's basically like AI UGC. That's a creative concept. ASMR videos, podcast videos, reaction videos. Those are all types of creative concepts, not ads, creative concepts. And so the best thing that you can do is that once you find the winning angle, you scale with multiple creative concepts. So this is maybe your current workflow, but the workflow that is necessary, right? So once again, some angles you scale with ads, and then the winning angles you scale with like some creative concepts and some work, some don't. The way that we want to do it is to basically scale as much as we can horizontally. So just take a look at the difference between a 7-figure business typically and an 8-figure business and how it operates. Now, let me explain how this works. Essentially, these are all angles. So as you can see, we're testing way more marketing angles, just like the company that I showed you before, or sorry, Cupid, the case study that I'm showing you, the company that I'm talking about in this video. And so these, of course, we're doing the same thing with ads, but we're doing a lot more. We're stretching it horizontally so that we can distribute our cash flow, because that's essentially one of the best things that you can do, distribute your cash flow across multiple products, angles, marketing angles, creative concepts. You get the point. Same thing has to happen with scaling the creative concepts, like I spoke about over here, right? Scaling creative concepts. So what we do, at least internally for our own company, what it seems like they're doing, just by looking at the distributions of their angles, is that they're scaling multiple types of creative concepts within the winning marketing angles. And then, of course, they're probably spending around 20% of their time, and this is what we do as well, to new angles that need to be essentially you need to kind of test, because you don't know if they're going to work. So these are just random angles, of course, but what you see less creative concepts in these two angles because we don't know if they're going to work, and we're only going to spend 20% of our time actually doing things that we don't know are going to work, because then our business would fail, right? It would be unprofitable. So 80% goes towards the structure that we know works, and we keep on pumping in creative concepts, and then 20% on new angles and new creative concepts, or a combination of both. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense, and this is the exact way that they're using to scale. As you can see, like all of these ads are distributed mostly across these angles that are working, and then of course they're testing the 20% where you see less ads, trying to find new angles to scale in a better way. Okay, so this is really, really important. Let's talk about the ads very quickly, because they're an important fundamental aspect of why these things work. Let's take a look at a few, and then we can go through them.
Hey girl, so about your boyfriend last night? Yeah, what's up? Okay, this might be a bit of a weird question, but what cologne was he wearing? Why do you ask?
So this is basically, I'm not sure if you could hear because I'm doing this from the computer, but it's asking, as you can read from the subtitles, what cologne was he wearing? It's basically giving you a storytelling. This is like a storytelling creative concept, and like it looks organic, but it's not. It actually doesn't really look too organic. We all know that it's scripted, but it's basically going to the point. It's telling a story, right? And so it's intriguing. Another thing that is, let's take a look.
This is what happened when my husband started to put beef tallow and honey on his face every day for only 2 weeks. It takes him 30 seconds every morning, and that's all he needs to do. It drives me crazy.
So as you can see, they're combining a bunch. This is for the beef tallow product, which is a good product. And so what they're doing here, I'm not sure if you could see this because it's shrinked a bit, but they're essentially leveraging B-rolls, and so they're doing something like this. They're leveraging B-roll aspects. Where is it? B-rolls, and so they're gathering B-rolls, and then they're giving all the B-rolls to an editor. They're also giving the editor a script, and then the editor or the creative strategist, whoever it is that does their videos, essentially puts the pieces together, and so they combine B-rolls with AI scripts, and this is how they scale. And you can actually do that in many different ways. You can do it with AI creators, but there's many ways that they're scaling, and it's a very cheap way, because instead of paying for one creator, as I always say in all my other videos, instead of paying one creator like $200 for one video and 2 hooks, you pay one creator the same price, and they give you like 15, 20, 25 pieces of B-rolls that you can then repurpose together. The only caveat is that you need a good editor and a good creative strategist to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Let's take a look at the other one. They're doing like deals. They're doing like viral, like holy shit, this actually works. Let's take a look at this other one.
The smell makes my knees weak.
If your boyfriend hears this, he's gonna hate me. She actually told me earlier she liked how I smell today.
I honestly just can't control myself.
Like all of these videos are like, you get the point. You see how this is like going viral, right? Let's take a look at this one.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
You look great.
Thank you. You smell good.
Thanks.
What cologne is that?
So basically, it's very organic content. Let's take a look at another few. There's another date. There's like fake dates or whatever. Encounters with ladies. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. You get the point. stuff like that. It's also kind of like everybody knows it's fake, and then they have like these interviews.
I'm gonna have to change my pants.
That quick? Damn.
I want to suck you.
I smell.
I mean, whatever. I mean, hopefully you didn't hear that, but it's very like, it's also vulgar in a bit, but not all of their ads are vulgar, of course, but they're provocative. Essentially, every man wants a lot of girls, apparently, right? And so that's the angle that that they're running, and that's why it's working. And so if you can find a very unique way, you don't have to be maybe this vulgar, but if you can find a unique way that where it really dives deep into the pain of the person, and you can express it in like a unique way, kind of like what they're doing, then you're a step ahead of your competition. This is why they're kind of going viral. Also, their Instagram account, I think it's blowing up, so they're doing quite well. Let's see the distribution of ads between images and videos, just because I'm curious. But yeah, 70% of their ads are videos, and then 30% are images. Let's take a look at what they're doing with their images. Just I'm curious. Yeah, they're doing like direct offers, 50% off. They're doing features and benefits. Very, very good. Honestly, very similar. Then they're doing like couples. We got together because of a perfume, whatever. And so I really like the flow. Let's take a look at the rest of the landing page, because I never showed you. So the rest of the landing page is actually, this is what I really like. Demo and results sell for itself. So you can find a way, whether it's through a case study, through a customer journey, a storytelling from like a customer expressing their opinion, or expressing, kind of telling you their experience using the product.
If a guy was running to the club, would that increase his chances of going home with you?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but there's basically, undeniable proof. These people are going out and interviewing people, and other people that are basically unbiased. And this is at least what they lead you to believe, but it's also, in some cases, it's probably true, because I've seen these people on YouTube. These are like YouTubers, so they maybe partner with YouTubers, or maybe it's the brand of the YouTuber, right? And so it's very unbiased opinion. And so if you can find a way to put in undeniable proof on your page, this alone will increase conversion rate 1000%, like not even like guaranteed. So they have an us versus them, other fragrances, about us, and then of course they have like, what is Firo Puri, whatever that means. It's like your pheromones levels on hold you back to making last impressions. Cubit's formula develops scientists within 20 years of experience, uses a powerful science-backed blend to topically enhance your natural pheromones. Okay, so like, it's science-backed as well, and there's 500,000 customers. Other kind of statistics. So you see how this page is actually really, really amazing. And then of course you click here and you go to the page that I showed you before, and there's an offer expressing the more to increase conversion rate. And then there's an FAQ section, and then there's a bunch of reviews, 4.7 stars, blah 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 blah. Okay, so this obviously works. Let's see if I wanted to touch base on other things. Oh, regarding the advertorial, I really like the advertorial approach. I spoke about this concept many times, but what they're doing is that they're selling a product with angles, with ads. They're sending to 10 reasons why, 7 reasons why, and then these are just placeholders, so bear with me. And then the good thing about advertorials is that they're informational, they're non-salesy, and then you can also retarget them. And you can retarget those people that saw just the advertorial, right? And then you can show them other advertorials, which is probably what they're doing as well. Or you can just send them to the product page, as I said, or another advertorial. It really depends on what you want to do. And so they're being very creative. One other thing that I really like that they're doing that kind of like stands upon the principle of scaling to 8 figures, right? You have to get to 8 figures, once again, just go over back with this diagram. You need to be able to scale horizontally through angles, creative concepts, with offers, which they're kind of missing. They're just running a couple offers. I didn't see other offers. So definitely potential there. Scaling markets, which they're doing, and I'm going to show you how. Scaling products, which they're doing. They have a couple products. And scaling with personas. They're doing male, female, both age ranges here and there. So they're doing most of these. They're not doing scaling with offers. They just have one. Maybe they already tested a bunch of offers and this was just the winner. But I always recommend testing multiple offers at the same time. And then scaling with markets, it seems like they're also approaching other markets over here, as I showed you before. And they're also, we can clearly see that within the landing page, because they have a Spanish version that they're probably just testing. But it's going to the Spanish market. And so this is the exact same page, but Of course,
If a guy was writing something,
this is not in Spanish, but it's in Spanish. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you got some value. One quick thing is that the way that we actually get results, or part of the reason why we also get results within our clients, at least in how we scale them, is that we have a documentation journey. We have something called the command center where we put all of our numbers. These are all of our clients' numbers, color coded. We track all the creative concepts, all the hooks. We have 600 hooks over here. That's the document. We track every single test that goes into the ad account. As you can see, we track, you know, the hooks that we use, the messaging, the copy link, the creative, and then we track all the results. And so it's a very methodical and boring way of running business. We, you know, all the ad copies are here, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Visuals, UGC tracker, storyboards, a CRO tracker. So we are very methodical and very kind of like nerdy about these things, but it's what allows you to increase enterprise value. First of all, if somebody wants to buy your business and you show them that you have all these things, it's automatically worth more. And second, it allows you to methodically scale your business based on data and statistics and numbers that tell you the truth. Okay, so this is the exact reason why we use it. If you want a link, there's a link down below. And before I end the call, so you can just click the link, sign up, and we'll send it to you immediately. Also, if you want an audit session, a free strategy session with myself, where we can break down how to get your business to the next level, also assuming that you want to partner with somebody that helps you to get to the next level. In this case, it would be us. If we have capacity, we can move forward with a collaboration. Of course, if it makes sense, we only work with 10 to 12 clients at the same time, so very limited. We'll have to see about that, but we can start with an audit and see the opportunities where, you know, we can dive in and see a clearer path towards that, you know, 7-figure month. Maybe that's the goal, right? So you can click the link down below to book in a call. Hopefully this video was valuable, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.